Hello everybody, welcome back once again to the Final Fantasy XIII walkthrough. We are about to, I don't know, rescue Hope or figure out what's going on with Hope or find him. Guess he's playing a little hide and go seek. Okay, probably not, but alright, anyways. So obviously you're not going to have access to Hope for the time being, which was actually kind of okay for me. It didn't really matter this time around, as I was not really using him much anyway. So I'm running around with Lightning, Saz, and Snow. This is actually a dead end here. This way will actually open up a little bit later. Actually, I think after the whole like, you know, finding Hope again, I suppose. Finding Hope, that sounds kind of funny. Anyways, let's continue on here. So there's a couple of random battles, if I remember right, on the way. Nothing really too difficult. Excuse me. All right, we have here. Forget the names of these. Just Elrond. Anyways, these guys are really easy to take down. You know, a double commando would probably work fairly well against these guys. Just you know, dropping a couple of blitzes here and there, but I didn't even bother. I didn't swap from Relentless Assault here. But they do, obviously, so they're using an ability called Nutrient Absorption, which just takes health from the characters and gives it to them. So they're a little annoying, but not actually too terribly difficult, though. Now, wow, I didn't get a very great battle rating, but I did get a Deceptisol, so that's something. Alright, okay, wow, okay, I'm missing some accessories here. Alright, so let's take the stuff off of the ladies and give it to the boys. That kinda, yeah, I realize how bad that sounds, but you know what, that's what we're doing, okay? So deal with it. Alright, yeah, Snow's got the Feral Pride still. I don't know, again, with these catalogs, I really feel like I could have done without them. And actually, now that I think about it, I think Fang is required for one of the battles coming up. Well, we'll see here. The important thing about is just, so we've got another Eidolon battle coming up here in a minute or two, and I'm pretty sure you can just hit the, you know, start and select and retry the battle, and then that way, you know, if somebody isn't equipped the way you want them to, then you could equip them. And I'm pretty sure it ends up being Fang with. That actually helps you out in that battle. So unfortunately here I just I took the equipment off of her, but alright, what do we get there? Transparent ooze. Alright. Obviously a organic component. More Elrond. That's a really weird word. Elrond. Alright, so yeah, again, nothing real fancy here. I don't have to talk too much, I suppose, about these battles here. These are fairly straightforward. But anyway, so now we're getting kind of into the a branching period in the game where, you know, I kind of feel like you can do all kinds of well, maybe not all kinds, but you can do more, or you have more choice in the path you decide to take. Now, with that being said, I'm going to kind of go out of my way, and I'm not going to really, you know, I'm not going to continue on right away with the story. I'm actually going to do a little bit of exploring, you know, take care of a couple mark missions, and those will be introduced, I believe, at the end of this video. It's either the end of this one or the beginning of the next. Excuse me. And what those are actually is they're all, I believe most of them anyways are optional. But I think there are a few that are actually technically required. I think that's the case anyway. But you know, like I said, they're most of them are optional. You don't have to do them if you don't want to. Now, I really like them. I think that, you know, I'm definitely a big side quest guy. I generally like to try to do everything that, or maybe take advantage of everything the game's got to offer. And a lot of, especially with the Final Fantasy games, you know, there's just a lot of side quests. So we'll definitely be going through all of those. But I guess for the time being, we're kind of still stuck in that, you know, kind of linear path for the time being. Again, though, it's going to change here in a bit. And the Partisan here is a weapon for Fang. Okay. I don't remember what the deal is with the Partisan. Let me see here. Let's see if I can find it. Okay. I don't really know what this thing's claim to fame is. It looks like a fairly basic weapon. Alright, I'm gonna have to check here. It's not looking like anything fancy. I kind of find that hard to believe. Usually, you know, all weapons have something interesting about them. You know, whether they're, although I suppose almost everybody's got what's kind of considered a balanced weapon. You know, like a good balance between strength and magic. Alright, Partisan here. Okay, so it just looks like that's her magic-based weapon. It looks like it's got really, really good magic growth. Yeah, it's almost one of the best actually for her magic stat. Now, as far as her magic though, I really typically end up going with the Pandoran Spear instead. It's actually got very similar. The Pandoran Spear's got very similar magic growth, but much better physical growth, and then it's also got the improved debilitation effect to it. So, to be honest, that Partisan does not look like a very good weapon. You know, Fang's got a lot of really good weapons, and that one really doesn't stand out to me as one of the better ones. So, I think I would just kind of not end up doing anything with that, I guess, basically. And it's looking like that's the case. Just looking at my inventory here at the end of the game, I haven't touched that weapon one bit. So I guess that's my recommendation. Maybe just skip that one. Work on something else. Again, I think, especially in Fang's case there, I really like the improved debilitation ability there. I can't remember which spear that's actually on. I want to say they're like the Pandoran spear or something like that. I think that's the name of it. But anyways. Alright. We're getting extremely close here to where we need to be. I don't know why, but this little corridor of enemies here is kind of annoying. I don't know what the deal is with it. Maybe it's just because they're all so weak, there's nothing really challenging at all. But, alright, so here's a cutscene.
Hope! So this is how it ends.
Just wait. Now, how long has it been since we left Cocoon? Not a single soul for miles around? Not a single clue about this whole sea mess? What I'm saying is, we did well just getting this far.
But we could go a little further.
Meaning?
There's still one place.
Neil?
Oh,
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
You know, if we don't find anything this time, we won't get another chance.
Huh?
Erba. The place it all began.
Hope.
The place where the Pulse Fal'Cie lay dreaming. Vanille and Fang's home. Just maybe, it'll be the place where we find the answers we're looking for.
You're right. If we can get there.
Go ahead without me.
We can't just leave you.
I'll be fine. You've all taught me so much. You showed me how to fight.
What did I tell you? Leave the fighting to me.
I'm scared.
We understand. You're not gonna go through this ordeal alone, you know. Huh?
That's what scares me. I don't want to see you get hurt because of me. It'd be better for everyone if I just stayed behind.
Mention ordeals, and look what comes along!
This is not an ordeal. This is a gift. Hope! This is the kind of power you've got inside. And it's telling you not to give up. Trust me.
Oh, I get it. It's here to show you the way. Show you that you've got what it takes to get back on your feet and do this thing!
You mean that came from me?
Ready?
All right. So here is our next Eidolon battle. Again, now, I don't think that you can swap up your paradigm. Maybe you can. Maybe if you hit start and select and then, hit retry. They may let you do some different, or they may let you play around with your paradigms. I'm not sure, though. I think this ended up pretty good, though. Or I did pretty decently here. All right, so I'm starting out in, what is this, Protection, with the Hope acting as the synergist. Obviously, you're going to want to get the buffs up. It's always, always good. Not sure how many I did here. Looks like just Shell and Protect. And then I guess I'm going right into Relentless. All right. Drive up that chain gauge. That's usually a good way to go about it. And then there, I was just trying to check on what Libra would tell me about him. Not that I think it's all that important, but sometimes it's kind of nice to, it gives you details on how to get them. Yields to those who heal the wounded, and yields to those who strengthen their allies. So yeah, whatever, stuff that we've already done. But yeah, alright, so basically I think the rest of this, the way the rest of this is going to play out is just trying to get his stagger gauge built up, which
Thank you.
I think they do alright. I don't know, they don't really give you that great of paradigms though, to be honest. I would have really liked to have the, oh, what is it? It's Medic Commando Ravager. Diversity? What's diversity? You know, just to kind of keep the ball rolling on that stagger gauge, but unfortunately with the way they've got it, or the way they've got these set up, is you just end up with the Sentinel, Commando, and Medic. So again, not that big of a deal. I mean, obviously this is gonna, we're almost done right there. We're done right now.
Here I go!
All right, and here it is. I want to say the name of this chapter was like A Man's Hope is His Castle or something like that. So, kind of a fun name, or appropriate name. There you have it. A minute 53, not too bad.
That's some beast you tamed. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. I always thought the Eidolons appeared to set us free through death. But now, I think maybe they're here to snap us out of our slumps.
Oh, like the one you were just in?
I'll ask for help earlier next time around.
I told you. On Grandpa's, we're all family. You can moan all you like, but you're stuck with us.
You're never alone in hell.
Listen, funny man, don't call this place hell, all right?
So, we're all decided then.
Yeah.
Yep. Maybe nothing would change. And maybe we'd hit a dead end. But we were at least going to see where the road would take us. The search for a home buried in the past, and the faintest glimmer of hope. Our final journey had just begun.
Let's go.
All right, here we are finally on the Archilt step. Is that right? I don't know. Who even knows? Anyways, this is kind of where the game finally starts getting fun, and you can branch out and do some kind of extra side quest stuff.
It's...
Look familiar?
It's a kind of Seath. It's in the last stage.
A Seath.
Don't worry. It's no threat to anyone anymore. L'Cie that fail their focus become Seath and wander the wilds. Eventually, they lose the will to go on and turn to stone. But still, even in this state, they can't forget the task they once had.
And they call out to L'Cie, over and over. Complete my focus.
So they're doomed to eternal regret, huh? It's pretty horrible.
Well, hey, we should help this one out. I mean, come on, we can't just ignore it. Listen, if we fail our focus, it could be us suffering like that.
Wow, what a happy thought. That's not like you.
But going out of his way to help someone, that's snow all over.
All right, so this little primer here explains the Seath Stones and missions. These are, you know, what I was actually referring to a little while ago there with the, you know, the marks. That's generally what these enemies are called. Obviously, you start a mission and a mark will appear. on the map somewhere, and we'll have to hunt it down and defeat it. But anyways, we'll get into that a little more in the next video, so stay tuned.